YouTube, WJ's Handy Dad here, and today we're doing a collaboration with Panzer Platform to give you a tour of the Crown Victoria trunk. Panzer Platform and I subscribe to each other, and we both have at least two Panther Platform vehicles. I have the P71 and the P7B currently, and I believe his is a Crown Victoria and a Mercury Grand Marquis. I may have that wrong. So he approached me with the idea of doing simultaneous trunk tour videos. I'll post a link to his in the description, and he'll do the same for me. So check him out, see what y'all think. First trick I want to show you when your light is out and you want to be able to see. Now obviously I'm inside the shop, so the lighting's pretty good in here, but the trunk light is off because I've had the trunk open now for long enough. You can close your trunk latch and then pop it back open. And when you do, I know you saw the glow on the camera, but now the lights are on. And I know y'all have seen my initial video where I did the trunk lights, and then I saw Panzer Platform's video where he put them on the sides there, and I tried it out in the 2010. I really liked it, so I went ahead and retrofitted the 08 the same way. So there are super bright LEDs, one on each side of the trunk, as well as the factory bulb, and it provides ample lighting for old guys like myself. One thing you want to be aware of, and I know when you just look in this trunk, you would almost assume that all that area would be safe, but you'd be wrong. That's where your gas tank is, so it's underneath this. If you drill holes into there, self-tapping screws, anything like that, there's a high probability that you're going to puncture your gas tank. So stay away from drilling there. It's kind of weird, but that is actually, obviously you want to check underneath before you drill anything, but it's actually safer to drill through any of that area than it is up on there. So when he contacted me, the purpose of the videos was just to show what we normally carry in our trunks. So mine isn't going to be super exciting. I typically keep a lot of empty space in my trunk. But what I do carry with me at all times is one of these trunk organizers, and I always have a fire extinguisher. I always have some of these elastic bands to secure things, whether I'm taking things from the trunk up to my office or whatever. I've been known to carry up the big packs of bottled water, sodas, etc., and this will secure them. I have one of those rolling briefcases. I always have a hat handy because I'm bald, and if I'm outside I tend to burn on the top. I carry jumper cables, though really not for me, but rather if I need to give somebody a jump. You know, these Crown Victorias, you just really can't kill the battery, seems like. So I've, knock on wood, never needed a jump. I do carry this portable inflator, fill up a flat tire or a low tire. Driving in Central Texas, we do tend to have a lot of nails and screws on the road, and so you might get a low tire. If I'm at the office, I need something quick to fill it up so I can get home. And then I do carry this portable, this really doubles. It's the inflator, and it can be a jump start, flashlight, you can charge up your USB devices. I got this at Walmart. It was on clearance for about 30 or 35 bucks, so I picked it up. But I carry it. It's overkill, I'm sure, having both of those. But sometimes I forget to put this one in whichever Vic I'm driving, and so this one pretty much stays in here, and then this one, it may get left in the 2010 or transferred over here depending on what I'm driving. But that's pretty much it. Very uneventful trunk. You know, I've carried some pretty remarkable loads in this trunk though. The biggest thing I ever carried was a set of 4-foot pool steps. I'm talking the big kind that you might put in a higher dollar above ground pool. Now obviously I wasn't able to close the lid, but they did fit in here. Basically the bottom of the steps went in this way, and then the top of the steps came out, and then I just pulled this down a little bit to secure it. Didn't have to go far. And of course, those of you who know, you go grocery shopping, this is like paradise for carrying groceries. Put the heavy items in the bottom, put your lighter items on the top. They don't move around. That well in there, and then having the two sides just seems to be perfect for hauling stuff like that. And then as far as bigger projects, sometimes it's hard to carry things like construction stuff like wood, but if it's cut right, you can squeeze it in there. This is the 2010, and I'll do my little trick of flipping the trunk lid. So we have light. I do feel like the lights in the 10 came out better than the 08. It just came down to the choice of bulb. Those are a different LED bulb, and I didn't have any more on hand when I did the 08. But I feel like that lights up a lot better. So again, uneventful trunk. Really, I'm not aware of any differences from the 08 to the 10 trunk as far as style, design, size, carpet quality, anything like that. I think they're virtually interchangeable. Again, your gas tank is up in here. So basically don't drill anywhere on that flat area or on the flat area on this side. I know that's overkill. There's probably some places that are safe, but you know, there's really no need to drill up there. One thing you notice, both of my cars, I don't carry a spare. I just don't. I don't feel like I would ever be in a situation on the side of the road that I'd want to change a tire, so I don't do that. I'm always reasonably close enough to home that, you know, I could get picked up, go grab a good jack, bring the spare tire back with me, and change it properly. I have one of these in each vehicle. This one I just moved over from the 08 just for, since I've been driving the 2010 mostly. But you know, again, I carry these to secure things to my briefcase. With the 08, since it has a tow hitch, I'll also sometimes carry the ratcheting tie-down straps for if I'm going to tow something. And I've towed, you know, golf cart, lawn tractors, that sort of stuff with it. And I towed a trailer full of lumber that I know had to weigh well over 1,000 pounds, and it had no problem whatsoever. So I know it's a trunk video, but there's my tow hitch. I installed it myself, just bought it off of Amazon. It's bolt-on. It came with some clever tools to help aid in the installation. So it's definitely an easy DIY project. And unfortunately I did that before I started this channel, so I don't have video of me doing it, but it was real straightforward. Drill some holes, fish some nuts and bolts, torque them down, run your wiring. With this 2010, I really haven't hauled anything like I have with the 08 because I don't have a tow hitch on it, and generally speaking I don't need to haul a lot of stuff, or if I do, I get out the trailer and use the 08. So this one, a little bit easier use and wear and tear. But anyway, you gotta love the Crown Vic, you gotta love the trunk size, the layout of it, the way they put the recesses in it, and It's just super convenient for pretty much anything you need with a trunk. Hope the video was helpful and enjoyable. Appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to both myself and Panzer Platform. And please tell your friends about our channels. Thank you very much.